Did you know that the longer you hold on to the wrong people, the longer it will take for the right people to come into your life? Now, I'm absolute proof of this, so stay tuned. If you are wanting to experience a loving, healthy, long-lasting, passionate, fulfilling relationship, yet you're holding on to relationships that are unfulfilling, not passionate, not joyful, hard work, toxic, unhealthy, whether that is with a specific person, whether that is in a romantic situation, whether that is with people in general, friends, family, a job, work colleagues, bosses, whatever it is, if you are holding on to relationships that are making you feel upset, unhappy, where they're hurting, where you're in tears, maybe you're having anxiety over them, the longer you hold on to these relationships, the longer it's going to take for you to access the right relationships, to attract the right people into your life, whether that is in a loving relationship, whether that is with friends, family, work colleagues, boss, jobs, whatever it is, the longer you hold on to what isn't serving you, the longer it's going to take for you to experience what is going to serve you, what you truly can and are capable of attracting. Now, I was listening to a TikTok the other day. I'm getting into my TikToks now. I quite like them. It was Matthew Hussey, British guy, lives in the States, I believe. And he was asked a question in an interview. And in the interview, he was asked, how long does it take for somebody to attract, the right person into their life, the right healthy person? And he said, it takes as long as it takes that person to leave the relationships that aren't working. And he used an example of, let's say, for example, the right person for you is number 15. And yet so we know that the right person is out there for you. So the right person out there for you is the right person number 15. Let's say you're right person you're in a relationship with somebody that's number 4. So you've still got that journey to get to number 15. Now, imagine holding on to number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Imagine you do that for years at a time, 5, 10 years, knowing that those relationships aren't right. Well, you're never going to reach 15. The longer you hold on to these relationships that aren't working for you, like I said, whatever type of relationship that is, the longer it's going to take for you to attract the right relationships, to attract the right tribe of people that you can vibe with, to attract the right loving, healthy, committed relationship, to attract the right job for you in the right company where you're respected and valued and you're using your skills and you're being challenged and, they're seeing your worth and value, where you have people that genuinely have your back, that claim you, show up for you, go all in with you, choose you, include you, treat you with the utmost of respect. The longer you hold on to these, the longer you hold on to these relationships that don't serve you, is going to be the longer it's going to take for you to attract the relationships that do serve you. And I am absolute proof of this. I am absolute proof. I held on to family members that didn't serve me. I held on to friendships that, my God, when I look back on them, I can't believe that I was holding on to these people in my life and they were saying such derogatory things to me, and I was still accepting it all. That I would spend time with them and they'd beat me down like with their words. And I would come out of these like nights out or days with these people just feeling battered, or I'd have people saying that they want to go on holiday with me, only to phone me up about, a couple of weeks later, say, oh no, actually I've decided to go with somebody else. And I would still want them in my life. In fact, actually that person, that was kind of it for me. Or people that wouldn't respond to my messages for weeks or sometimes months at a time, I would still hold on to them. Toxic, unhealthy, romantic relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship. I am 47 years old, and I am only now experiencing the right relationships where people give a shit, truly give a shit about me, that are there for me, that claim me, that support me without me asking or begging or pleading or questioning why aren't they there for me. I have taken this long because everybody's journey is different. So we don't judge and we do not compare anybody's life to anybody else's. Remember that. Your journey is your journey. My journey is my journey. That person's journey is that person's journey. So you don't compare where we're all at. We're all at different stages, and that's okay. We're not comparing. We're not judging. But I now really only this year, I had the last piece of the puzzle to let go of in December. And I was guided, whether you believe this about in spirituality or not, that's okay. The universe, your subconscious, spiritual team, whatever you think. I was guided at the end of last year to let go of a couple of people at different times towards the end of last year. And then I was told the last one, it was like, this is the last piece of the puzzle. Let go of that person and you can get that. Let go of that person and your abundance birthright is there for you to achieve. The right people, the money, the how you want to live your life, you know, everything is there for you. Now, that doesn't mean that everything comes just like that. Because I was thinking when I did that, I was thinking, oh, good, you know, everything's now going to just fall in my lap easily and effortlessly. It didn't work out that way. I still had times and periods of isolation, and I've had a lot of isolation, which in turn has enabled me to love myself so much and to grow in confidence and to know my worth and my value so much that anything less can't come into my life. And my eyes are wide open, and I'm such my intuition is wide open, if that makes sense. It's completely open, and if an energy feels off, I turn away from it. If I get a feeling about someone, I turn away from it and just turn away from it. Just turn away from it. So by letting go of that last person, whilst I still had to go through quite a lot of time on my own, I then started to build a deeper connection with two people that I had kept in my life. And when I was going to have my second operation to remove the melanoma that I had on my skin, which was pretty scary, and they literally just said, you know, well, we're coming. We're going to be there. We're going to be there before you go in. We're going to be there waiting for you to come out, and we're going to be there to take you home, and we're going to look after you in the evening, and we're going to celebrate, and, you know, everything's going to be really good. And, you know, and I never had that before. To that extent, I never had that before. I couldn't believe what was happening. I couldn't believe my luck that I had these people in my life. And when I went through a spiritual ascension test from the universe when I was in Ibiza in June, and it wasn't a pleasant test. I mean, I bounced back from it quite quickly, but I had girlfriends out there that were like, right, we're going out dancing, we're going out eating, we're going to go and have fun. And honestly, I had like the best time, you know, and I never had that either. People instantly there, like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how lucky I was. You know, I had a friend in America that I was able to speak to as well, and she was there for me. And I couldn't believe how like when I was, you know, just so thankful and so grateful for these amazing people. But that could only come by letting go of that. That took me a long time to let go of, because for whatever reason, I wanted things to work out. I wanted these friends to be the way, you know, but they weren't. And we can revise and we can do all of that stuff, and that's good. And if you want to spend your time revising people, then you do that. I would rather let go, listen to my guidance, let go, because we don't know what goes on in the background. We don't know what people are hearing, what the universe is hearing and seeing and tasting and touching and smelling. So I'd rather just trust that that's the right thing for me. And now look at it. You know, it's incredible how I have these friends now. And I literally just got a message from one of them yesterday in Ibiza, sending me a group shot of all of my friends in Ibiza going, we miss you. I never had that before, you guys. So whilst I know some of you may go, oh, well, I have that, I have that, I have that. Do you? Do you have that? If you do, then great. Keep hold of it. Hold on to those that, are there for you, that claim you, show up for you, that will be there for you at the drop of a hat, that encourage you, that inspire you, because that's what all these people do. They encourage me, they inspire me. When something good's happening with my business, I speak to them about it. And because we've all got our own businesses, and it's just like incredible, inspirational people. That's what I've attracted. Inspirational, kind, loving people, genuine people, genuine. So if you are wanting to be in a romantic, healthy relationship, then you have to really think about, to take action now. But if you're in an unhealthy relationship, you've been in that unhealthy relationship for a long time, ask yourself why. Why are you still holding on to it? Don't beat yourself up. We don't do that, because we're all learning and growing. But ask yourself why. Why are you still holding on to somebody that doesn't make you happy? Fear. Fear that you won't meet somebody else. Well, you will. Fear that, maybe it's a friend or a friendship group. Maybe you're in this friendship group, but you never really felt like you fitted in. You feel like kind of an anomaly. Like you feel like just, yeah, like everybody else seems to fit in, but you don't fit in. And maybe they're not your tribe. Maybe they're not your tribe that you can genuinely vibe with. But ask yourself, why are you holding on to that? I held on to toxic girls, toxic male friends, toxic family members, toxic exes, toxic people. I held on to them because I had a fear that I was not good enough for anything better. And I had to keep making it work and work, and it had to work. It had to work. It just had to work. I'm a good person. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? But you see, when I changed within, when I had COVID, actually, I know it was a horrendous experience for most people. And it wasn't pleasant for me because I was on my own, but it was actually because I had to then be on my own. It was actually quite a blessing for me in a way. I think everybody had different experiences through COVID, but it was quite a blessing in a way. I mean, didn't feel like it at the time, but looking back, I can see it was, because it made me consistently show up to build my business. I couldn't have any excuses. There was nowhere to go. So it was good for me to have that structure of creating my social media platforms. It made me get used to being on my own more. And that in turn made me fall in love with myself more and really enjoy my company more. It made me want to do the inner healing work even more. I created a structure of falling in love with myself. And the more I did that, the more I was able to release people, the more I was naturally able to just go, no. And it was so easy to just turn away. With not everybody, but most people, it was really easy to turn away from them and to let them go, and to trust. And it wasn't easy. That bit wasn't easy, the trusting, when I was on my own so much, because sometimes you want that connection with people, that hug, that support, and I literally had nothing. So yeah, but now, through seeing my worth and seeing my value and respecting myself and knowing what's right for me and knowing what's not right for me and trusting my intuition, which all comes as a part and parcel of self-love healing practices, I no longer have people in my life that cause me any upset. I don't have people in my life that cause any drama. Actually, I was saying to my friend Melissa the other day, I was saying, I said, when I got back from Ibiza, I was like, oh, it's a bit quiet. And then I was thinking, because obviously in Ibiza, I was surrounded by lots of people. But then I thought to myself instantly, thank God there's no drama. I would have quiet and silence in my life over drama any day. And then it just reminded me of how grateful I am that I no longer have these people in my life causing me such hurt and pain and drama. And I was just so grateful for the silence. And all of this comes from falling in love with yourself and seeing just how transformative life has been through this journey through healing. I hope I said that correctly. Anyway, somebody needs to hear this today. If you are looking for healthy relationships, if you're looking for balanced relationships, if you're looking for relationships, romantic, friends, you know, different bosses, different work colleagues, maybe a different company, if you're looking for something healthy and balanced and kind and loving and toxic free and, you know, supportive and caring and feeling included, feeling like you fit in as well, because you can be included and not fit in and feel like you don't fit in, but feeling like you fit in, feeling like you finally found somewhere to belong, then start by seeing your worth and value. Start with healing. The more you heal within, the more you see your worth and value, the more you just cannot hold on to anything less. And it actually does make it a lot easier to walk away from what no longer serves you. So to anybody that needed to hear this today, if you are looking for healing practices, then you know that I do offer them, and Be Love, the self-study advanced program, is on 50% off right now. But just take a look at the links below this video in the description box or in my bio. And if you have any questions, DM me on Insta. If you don't have Instagram, you can just email me at natalie@thepenniesdrop.com and let's go from there. Whoever needs to hear this today, things will get better the more you become courageous and fearless and more brave to walk away from what isn't right for you. I promise you that. If I can do it, you can do it. Anyway, sending you so much love from the UK. When will I be back in Ibiza? Who knows? From the UK. Please feel free, guys, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And please comment, share your experiences, inspire people. If you're somebody that's been able to go through this, or maybe you're going through the isolation stage right now and it's feeling a little bit scary, comment below, share how you're feeling, and hopefully I'll get to see that comment and I'll be able to respond and make sure that you stay on the right track, because it takes a brave, courageous person to walk away from what they know to experience what finally is truly right for them. There you go, guys. I will be back as always very, very soon.